So UPS just delivered my online plant order that I ordered from Creekside Nursery. Jenny and Jerry own Creekside Nursery in North Carolina, and she's got a really awesome YouTube channel, and I'll put that on the screen. But anyway, I've never ordered from them before. They've actually just recently started selling their plants online. They've got an actual nursery there that you can come if you're local. And they just recently started selling their plants online. So I'm kind of excited to see how it looks. I ordered, I think, about 10 plants. So what I'm going to do is just kind of get the tape off. I haven't even taken the tape off. I have no idea what we're going to see. And I can put a list of the plants and what I paid for them and all that on the screen. But I'm just kind of excited to see what kind of condition they're in. I am sure they will be great because I have a lot of confidence. Oh, it's very neatly. Look how tidy everything is. I don't know, it's kind of dark. You might not be able to see that very well. But that's my order list and what I paid there. But I'll get these out and we'll just kind of look at them and one at a time and see. But I love the way they've divided it. Let's see what's down in here. It's a little envelope. It may be a little gardening how-to thing. Yeah, little care instructions. And there's the Creekside family. I love to see family businesses start off and really grow, and I know that her YouTube channel has really grown, so I'm tickled to be able to support businesses like this. They look very well protected down in there. Everything looks lush and green. Last one. But I saw this butterfly bush, or it was one in the same family that was on one of her videos, and it was just absolutely gorgeous. I think it was one similar to this. I'm not sure if it was the pink cascade, but the blooms were just huge on this butterfly bush in her garden. So I definitely, as soon as I saw it, I thought, oh, I gotta have that. So you can see I've got, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yep, 10 plants. They're all obviously small, but you know, but they're expensive plants. I mean, these are proven winners. And, you know, I've got like the soft serve gold here. And it's a false cypress. You can see the tags are inside the plastic bag. And the plastic bag is around the plant, keeping all of the dirt inside the pot. And so the packing is really good. All of these are, I can see water. So there's moisture inside. But just to quickly kind of go over the ones that I got. So this one here is the Temple of Bloom. And you can see it's got a bunch of new growth. Doesn't look like it's been damaged at all from the shipping. The pot feels pretty heavy, so I know that there's still plenty of moisture. I can just tell by the weight of the pot there. But that is the Temple of Bloom, and I've been wanting one of these for a long time. And I just got on her site and kind of lost control, if you want me to be perfectly honest. And then I ordered some hydrangeas. So this one is a panicle hydrangea called Little Lime Punch. And she, on her channel, really talks about the Little Lime Punch. That's, I think, one of her favorites. It's a newer variety of the hydrangeas. I don't think that in our climate here in Zone 7A, we'll get those really beautiful reddish blooms because I think it gets too hot here. But we'll still get white ones, and it'll still be glorious. But you never know, you know. It could be different, especially from year to year. So that's the Little Lime Punch. And you can see a lot of new growth on it as well. Very healthy looking leaves. There's no wilting. Here's another of the panicle hydrangeas. Now this one I have already called, it was just the original Pinky Winky. But this one is one that they're calling Pinky Winky Prime. And I've not heard of that one. But I saw it on her website and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a little research and find out, you know, is this one maybe smaller than the Pinky Winkies or a newer and improved version of it? I'm not sure, but like I said, the Pinky Winky blooms are beautiful, and I've seen them on a lot of people's YouTube channel. They're just absolutely gorgeous blooms, so I had to have one of these as well. And most of these plants are very cold hardy, and since we're a Zone 7A, most anything that's a Zone 4 or 5 or even colder, I can plant them this fall. I really don't have to worry about our winters because most of the plants that are Zone 4s or lower, or even Zone 5, I mean, that's 2 zones colder than what we are. So I feel pretty confident that any of those that are for colder climates, I feel like will be perfectly fine to plant this fall when the temperatures get a little cooler and it won't stress the plants out as much. But most of your panicle hydrangeas are very cold hardy. Now this one here is a different type of hydrangea. Now there's no tag on it, I noticed, but they did write on the side of the pot that this one is the Wee Bit Giddy. I guess they lost the tag. But I can put the information on the screen. But it's a Wee Bit Giddy, and I think this one is what they would call a big leaf hydrangea. Let's see. There is another hydrangea, and this one is sort of one of those that I kind of hesitated to buy because it's not cold hardy. It's the Fairy Tale Bride. Now I am pretty sure when this one originally came out a couple years ago, it was a Zone 7. Now I may be wrong, but something in my memory makes me think it was Zone 7 because at that time I was a Zone 6B and I thought, oh darn, I can't get it because I'm not, you know, my climate's not warm enough. But I think since, and I may be wrong, like I said, I'll put the stats on the screen for you because this is actually inside this plastic. I can't get it out. But I want to think it's a Zone 6 now. But again, if I'm wrong, you'll see it on the screen. But this one is the one that trails, and I really just kind of thought about maybe putting it in a pot. Obviously, it needs to be a pot that can be brought in the winter because it's not cold hardy enough to be exposed like that. All right, and so this one is the Yuki Cherry Blossom Deutzia. And I didn't even know what a Deutzia was until I watched her channel on one of her videos, and it seemed like it was just a cute plant. So I thought, I want to know about that. I don't have any of these, so I kind of wanted to try them out. But you can see there's lots of new growth in there. And so that's another one that's new to me. And we'll just have to see how it works here in my garden. And again, I've already shown you the pink Cascade 2 butterfly bush. And it's got a lot of new growth on it. So that'll be That'll be interesting to see how well that one does. This is the Soft Serve Gold False Cypress. I mentioned that one already, but it looks pretty healthy. Again, all of these pots are heavy. It's actually like making my hand cramp, and that's a little pot. But it's because they still have so much moisture, which is a wonderful thing because I'm sure they got stressed from heat. I think I need some new boots. So I'm glad that they took care of them. Look at all the new growth on this one. This one is a what they call a summer sweet bush. It's a shrub, and it's called Vanilla Spice. Vanilla Spice Summer Sweet Shrub. That one looks super healthy. Lots of new growth, no wilting, looks like no damage to any of the stalks. But I mean, this box was so good. The way it's divided, there's really no way it could have gotten hurt unless they flipped it completely upside down. But they were in that paper, and I'm not sure even if they were upside down if it would have let them, fall. But obviously, you can see which way it should be upright because it says, it's got the name on the box. And then last but not least is one I'm really excited about. This is a beauty berry. It's called Pearl Glam. And this one is exciting to me. Look how healthy. And it's already got looks like little berries forming. So how exciting. Nothing broken, nothing brown. I mean, it's super healthy looking. It's every bit as healthy as anything I could have gotten at any kind of local greenhouse around here. And the pot is heavy. So it's very moisture laden. So as you notice the plastic around these things, they've got this little metal ring right there. So they've pinched it. So it's like no way dirt could have come out from around that. So I'll just take some scissors and cut, and then you can take a pair of needle nose pliers and pull this apart, and you can actually pull that plastic out, because I love to save my pots because they're white and they're perfect for transplanting little plants in. So I try to save all of my pots that I get. But I just wanted to show you kind of what you would get if you ordered online. I know a lot of people talk about they can't find certain plants, that nobody around them has it. There's no local greenhouse or nursery that stocks it. And I just want you all to feel confident that there are lots of online nurseries and greenhouses and garden centers that will ship you plants. You probably do pay more because, as you can see, I mean, that takes time and money to get that packed and shipped, and shipping's not cheap. But you can pretty much get any plant you want. So if you're willing to pay a little extra for the, for the shipping, there's really no plant that you can't find. If you can't find it at a nursery, you almost can always find it on Etsy. There are a lot of small businesses that sell plants on Etsy, and I have only had a couple of times where I've been disappointed with Etsy purchases. But for the most part, and I've ordered a lot of things off Etsy, mostly plants and seeds. When I've ordered plants, like live plants like this off Etsy, I've never been disappointed. The only time I've been disappointed is when I've ordered seeds off Etsy, and that very well could have been completely my fault when they didn't germinate like I thought. I've ordered tomato seeds and flower seeds, zinnia seeds, and just all kinds of annual type seeds, and only a few times have I had issues with germination, and I can't even say that was, their fault. It was probably my fault, because I really am not good at growing things from seeds. I think I overwater or underwater, or I just don't have a knack for that. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys this, and I'll just probably take them all out of their little plastic thing, water them in good, and set them in the greenhouse, and kind of just find the ones that are cold hardy, and I'll probably plant those later on as temperatures get cooler, maybe in September, October, possibly even November. because we are pretty busy in September and October around here with our farming. So, but the cold hardy ones will be just fine, especially if I mulch them in good. It probably will actually be less stress on them than trying to plant them now with this heat and humidity. Okay, so here's all the plants. I've took all the plastic off of them and gave them some water. They didn't really need the water, but I more or less did it to kind of settle any soil that might have gotten jostled in the shipment. But you can see that each one of the little pots has got their little tag on here with a little elastic thing around it. Each one of these, except for the one that was kind of a mistake, which was the Wee Bit Giddy. I think I had actually ordered the Wee Bit Innocent. And they sent the Wee Bit Giddy. Well, at least that's what's written on the pot. So I'm not really sure what to do about that one. But everything else is labeled. Yeah, see that? That one didn't come with a tag, so. But anyway, one thing I wanted to briefly just mention is that, you know, in no way am I affiliated with the Creekside Nursery team, or am I trying to promote their business? By no means. I order from a lot of online companies. Garden Goods Direct is an awesome online nursery. Great Garden Plants is an excellent one. There's Plant Addicts. There's just no exaggeration. I probably order routinely from about 10. There is another YouTube channel. The owner is Heidi, and she's out of Michigan, and it's called Garden Crossings. I have ordered from her numerous times from their nursery, and they ship very similar. Everybody pretty much has the same basic shipping. I've ordered from Lowe's and have not had a positive experience, mainly because the plants were broken. They were not packed well. I ordered a little dogwood tree, and the whole top was broken because when you opened it up, there was nothing, no stakes or anything to keep that from sliding down and smashing, you know, at the end of the box and just crushing the poor tree. Now, it's doing fine. I had to cut the leader out of it, but it's sending up new growth. So, I mean, you know, I probably didn't pay as much maybe for shipping. And so you kind of get what you pay for. But anyway, I just wanted to reiterate again that, you know, I'm not trying to promote one online nursery over another. And the main reason that I wanted to do the video was because I know that I was always at first leery to order anything plants, you know, especially online, because, you know, they're very delicate and they're very expensive. And I just kind of wanted to help maybe give you guys the confidence that, you know, there are some companies that pride themselves in providing healthy plants and proper packing and shipping, and they stand behind their name. And you can get plants that you normally would not be able to get locally. I would prefer to buy these locally. It would save me money. And the reason I showed this video was to show you what you get. From the minute the UPS guy drove up and put the box down, I went out there and started videotaping, so you guys got to see them as soon as I got to see them. And I'm just tickled about it. I do have an addiction. I have a problem. As you can see in this greenhouse, there are so many plants on the floor and on the table that I have yet to plant. But, you know, I'll get to them, and I'm taking care of them, and they're doing fine, even if I have to up-pot them a little bit. So I'm just kind of growing along with everybody else. I'm sure that 99% of the people that watch the videos probably know more about all of this stuff than I do. But I'm learning, and I'm not afraid to experiment with things. It does hurt the pocketbook a little bit, but, you know, I don't buy clothes, and I don't buy cars, and I don't buy fancy jewelry. I buy plants. That's my weakness. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. Hope you have a blessed day. See you soon. Bye.